So, you want to see the human centipede?
Yeah, man.
What about the human centipede that attracts you?
Cause motherfuckers is like stitching motherfuckers' faces into motherfuckers' asses and shit, man. That's the shit, yo. That movie gets an A, you know what I'm saying? 5-star movie, yo. Straight up classic, yo. It's motherfucking diabolical, motherfucking madman scientists and shit, and stitching motherfuckers' asses into motherfuckers' faces, yo. Hey, yo, if a motherfucker try to escape, yo, they rip stitches out their butthole, yo. That shit would hurt. Motherfucker would be like, ah! A motherfucker would try to escape, yo. And yo, they bleed to death. And yo, they had this motherfucker's face stitched to a motherfucker's ass, yo. With a motherfucker's ass, like the one dude's ass is stitched to this bitch's face. And the bitch is stitched to another bitch, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker try to escape from that shit. Imagine you're in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You got your ass, somebody's ass stitched to your face, yo. So you're eating shit, yo. Like, you're gonna try to escape and you're gonna rip your mouth out, yo. Blood's gonna gush everywhere. Then, like, when you try to run, your ass is stitched to another motherfucker's face. So the flesh is gonna rip out your ass, yo. Like, your motherfucking ass cheeks is gonna rip open. And there's gonna be blood gushing out while you're running, like, ah, nigga, save me. And you're gonna be running like, hey, yo, this nigga's so diabolical, yo. I gotta learn how to do that shit to niggas, man. I gotta learn how to do that shit, yo. I gotta get like a doctor's degree in, like, you know what I'm saying? Some
like
shit.
ass stitching,
where I could just stitch people together like Frankenstein, man. Yo, I gotta like come up with some more diabolical shit.
You talking about part 1 though?
That's part 1. I gotta take it to a
now in part 2. In part 2, the dude was watching part 1 and he was addicted to it. He worked in England. He was in like a little parking garage. He would sit with his little DVD player and he would watch part 1 all fucking day long. And he would memorize it. He was like some like 40-year-old cat living in his mother's house. He was kind of slow and shit. He made a fucking picture book with pictures from part 1. Yeah. And he was obsessed with it, and he was like hiding it from his mother. And he was living.
See, like seen it on the news or some shit, like.
And his mother was on some abusive shit towards him and shit. She was mad because he put his father in jail because his father used to touch him and shit. And he snitched on the father. So she was mad that the father was a good guy in her mind, and he put him in jail. So he didn't want her to know that he was off the hook, so he would keep the picture book away from her and shit and keep it under his bed and shit. So he would watch part 1 and get ideas on how to do the same shit. And he was in a parking garage working at night where a motherfucker get stranded in the parking garage. You could just fucking hit him in the head with some bat, shoot him, take him, and fucking start doing the shit. So he rented this fucking warehouse where he could do the human centipede shit. And the warehouse guy was like, oh, it's gonna be such and such a month. What you trying to do here? So he just fucking shot the guy and like took the fucking warehouse and was putting people in there and shit. And then when he tried to do the surgery shit, he wasn't no fucking surgeon. So he was like, fuck it. And he had like a fucking staple gun. So he was like stapling niggas' bowels to people's asses and shit. Like, fuck it. And then using duct tape to fucking stick
but
there.
You gotta stitch a nigga together, yo. You gotta sew that motherfucker. So that's what made that shit so hard, yo. That nigga's flesh, like he was a doctor, so that motherfucker's skin was fused with that motherfucker's skin and shit, like a skin graft, you know what I'm saying? And then he had probes where you couldn't pull the probe out, like the probe was in her face. Like if you watch that shit, he had metal probes on the blueprints to it, so their shit's attached to his bone structure. So if a motherfucker try to pull out, you're ripping your face off, dude. That's just gonna be like, hey yo, all that shit's coming out, yo. Like all your whole jawline shit, like all that stitched, yo. And he had probes in her ass, yo, like in her butt cheeks, yo. That's just gonna rip her. And if they try to run, yo, they're gonna rip their bone out, yo. Like their shit's fused in their shit with the skin with probes going into their shit with their skin stitched together, yo. Or that shit's been healing like that, yo. Like they're just gonna rip off and they're gonna be running like, ah. They're gonna be grabbing their ass like, ah. Like, nah, nigga, nah. Hey, yo, that shit is crazy, man. I gotta get that movie off you. I gotta get that movie, man. That shit is hard, yo. I needs that shit, yo, for the collection. Cause all the new shit.
That shit is crazy, like. Yeah, that fucking human centipede is off the hook and shit.
That shit's ridiculous, man. But this is just all new shit.
Niggas wildin' out on that shit.
Yeah, man.
So you think that could happen in real life?
Huh?
You think that could happen in real
Fuck
life?
yeah. Fuck yeah.
You think motherfuckers can do some shit like that in real life?
You don't think fucking in Nazi Germany, Hitler and the Nazis and them motherfuckers was doing experiments on people and shit like that, man? They was trying shit like that, man. Dudes probably cloned people already, man. Like overseas, man. That's how the Antichrist and all that shit's gonna happen. Like Illuminati and all that shit talks about beasts and shit. Like motherfuckers probably is trying to put human DNA in fucking animals, make an animal have a human baby or some old wild shit, yo. Like a fucking centaur or fucking, they probably did all kind, anything you can imagine, they probably did. Anything your mind can imagine, there's a motherfucker twice as sick out, you know what I'm saying, to figure it out, like some more diabolical shit that like, cause you gotta think, if you're just a normal motherfucker, even if you think diabolically like me and you, right? Like, there's a motherfucker that grew up around some shit where they have more access, where they might be in a country where they don't enforce, you know what I'm saying, murders, or, you know what I'm saying, locking people up, where like they might have grew up in like Colombia, where the fucking La Valencia happened with shit, where they was chopping motherfuckers up, just killing niggas. They might have been stitching bodies up or just trying shit, like, you know what I'm saying, there's a motherfucker out there, there's people out there that's like, didn't grow up like we just grew up like a normal motherfucker, and you know what I'm saying, like me for example, I'm a sadistic motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, I'm on some violent shit, like motherfucker fuck with me, I'm not just trying to beat them up, I'm trying to motherfucker cut their face off, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to do some shit to them because I don't care, you know what I'm saying, and I get off on fucking a motherfucker up that tries to fuck me around, like, or tries to get over on my boys or get over on me, so like, you know what I'm saying? It's like playing the prey to be the predator. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta think there's a motherfucker twice as ruthless that don't got no morals to it. It's just like an evil Satan worshiping like crazy motherfucker that's on that Illuminati bullshit. That's like just don't give a fuck. It's just on some devil shit, demon possessed motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying, who got power, who got money, you know what I'm saying, family might be rich, might be like, where motherfuckers is letting them do that, he got the funds to do that shit, you know what I'm saying, like,
some hostile shit.
Yeah, so what I want to do is learn, like, off a motherfucker like that, like, kill a motherfucker that's on some grimy shit, kill him, and learn all the shit and use it against evil motherfucker, like on some vigilante shit, like a motherfucker like the Iceman, you know what I'm saying? Richard Kuklinski, like the Iceman documentaries, like he killed like 200 people, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know about that.
You don't know about dude? They got a documentary on him, Richard Kuklinski. He killed 200 motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Over 200 more. He's a mob hitman. And this nigga killed by the sword, cyanide poisoning, strangulation, shooting niggas, burning niggas up. He was just killing niggas in different ways. He met another motherfucker more crazy than him that knew way more ways of killing people. So he learned all the shit off dude and just killed dude. You know what I'm saying? And it was just doing it because he was like, dude was a predator. Like, he was just doing it to get money and because he ain't care. And like on some mob enforcement shit, this dude was like a sadistic dude. Like, dude would like be killing kids or doing some shit. So he just killed that nigga, put him down like a mad dog. But he learned all the shit off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, this dude was like, I think they called him Mr. Tasty or Mr. Freezy or some shit like that. Dude was like, he was like an ice cream man, you know what I'm saying? And he would be driving around the hood and he'd be scoping out motherfuckers he's gonna kill, getting a stake in the area, and he'd be serving ice cream to kids. Like, he might be plotting on killing their dad and he's serving them ice cream. Like, this nigga's like scoping out, like, but he was a hitman for the mob, you know what I'm saying? He was just killing motherfuckers, like, out of control with it. That's like, I got some buddies, I ain't gonna go into it, like, talking on it, like, some gang shit, like this gang versus this gang, or this project versus this project, you know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker, like, he was out of control with it. Like, the motherfucker got turned on to that shit. Like, when you're into that murder shit, you'll get, shit'll turn you on. Like when I first started robbing niggas, that's just a turn on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start robbing niggas and you feel that adrenaline rush and you feel like how much this motherfucker fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You do him in, you pull that motherfucker's teeth out with some pliers. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit feels good. You know what I'm saying? That shit, like, so once you start doing like murder shit, like niggas that get turned on to, like, motherfucker might be a rapist. You know what I'm saying? He get turned on, now he's a serial killer, you know what I'm saying? Or now this motherfucker might have got turned on to killing something. Like, once you do some shit, and it's a turn on, like, for motherfuckers a rapist. Like, then that's just, once it's like a kill switch, like a Marine. This motherfucker got turned on to killing people. Now he can't shut it off. Like, now he's come back from Vietnam. Now, one little thing set that motherfucker off. He's killing somebody. Or a rapist. Like, once he feels that shit, that power, now he's out of control with it. But this motherfucker was in this murder gang. Dude was out of control with it. Like, it was beyond getting money. Like, they're trying to get money. Like, this motherfucker's a predator now. Like, he's killing kids. Like Mad Max from Shottas. You know what I'm saying? Like the movie Shottas, the way Mad Max, motherfucker was busting a nut, fucking killing people. You know what I'm saying? Smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was turned on by killing, fucking getting an orgasm for killing motherfuckers. They had to lay that motherfucker down, you know what I'm saying? They killed that motherfucker because, you know what I'm saying, it was their boy, but he's out of control with it. Gonna get them caught up or get somebody killed that don't need killed or take it to the next. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit though, man. Motherfucker like that.
Joe Pesci from Casino.
Yeah, but it was worse because like Joe Pesci was on Get Money, but he was on it, but he was like, it was worse.
He wasn't respecting the law hierarchy. He wasn't respecting the main men and shit.
But see, it's like a motherfucker might be respecting the law, but he's just out of control with it. Like, you got a predator. Like, this motherfucker might go kill a little baby or kill, like, he's too out of control. Like this motherfucker, like Scarface, like where Tony's like, don't blow up the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker's like out of control. Like, blow the kids up. Like, I want to see that motherfucker die. Like Griselda Blanco. Like Griselda Blanco, Cocaine Cowboys. Like, she turned on to the murder and shit, you know what I'm saying? So the other motherfuckers didn't like that. Like Remy and them dudes, like, you know what I'm saying, was like, this motherfucker's talking about going on the hit and cutting the baby's throat when they go in and this motherfucker owe her money. Like, it ain't just killing them, it's killing the baby now. Now motherfuckers is looking at you like you're a weirdo. So motherfuckers want to kill you because you took it too far. Like, so no matter how much you get or if you're hardcore, people don't respect it when you take it too far. Like, so motherfuckers is like, unless you do it, nobody know you doing that shit. Like Mad Max is just motherfuckers walk out the room, cut that motherfucker's throat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like certain motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But I look at it like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have killed no motherfucker. What they do, that's between them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna let a baby get killed. I'd probably been like, stop that shit. Like Remy and them was like, no, I'll walk out of here. I'd probably like, I wouldn't have let it go down, but you can't. I'm just saying, you can't hate a motherfucker like that. Like, you gotta look at somebody like Griselda Blanco, Charles Cosby, them dudes like he ain't rat or nothing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect them dudes like they was getting money, you know what I'm saying? Like, they about it, they living that shit the dudes is lying about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't hate no motherfucker for being about it, you know what I'm saying? Some people, it's just too, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I feel what you're saying. That's some real shit right there. Like, it is what it is, you know? And that's how the game be and shit. So, so if you had a girl right now, right?
You silly, yeah.
And that was your wife and shit, right? And you actually, she made you feel to the point where you had to marry her and shit. What are some of the prerequisites that she would have to do in order to be married to you on some real shit?
Prove loyalty. Show and prove.
Show and prove.
I ain't gonna go into that. I'm gonna make her go, you know what I'm saying, hit no licks.
That's what the people want to hear.
Like,
the people want to hear about chicks wearing diapers.
I want a Griselda Blanco type chick, you know what I'm saying? I want a straight up killing machine, man. I want about it motherfucker on my team. You know what I'm saying? Somebody pretty that's gonna put that work in, yo. Cause when you down, that's all that's gonna look out for you is somebody that's down. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, man. If you down, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, if somebody's down, cause it's you versus them, it's you versus the world, yo. Cause ain't nobody gonna, all loyalty is everything, man.